For thousands of years, power and military strength have always been the defining factors in shaping human history. The nation with the most formidable military force holds the fate of the world in its hands. Today, the race for power continues between three giants: the United States, Russia, and China. But have you ever wondered what really lies beneath the dazzling exterior of those giant aircraft carriers, the ultra-modern fleets of jets, and the terrifying nuclear arsenals? Is it relentless ambition, fear of decline, or perhaps the sophisticated strategies we've never seen? In this game of power, who truly holds the key to changing the global chessboard? How will they shape the future of humanity? Let's uncover the mysteries layer by layer and find out who the real master of the global military stage is. Because sometimes what we see is just the tip of an iceberg, hiding dangers and surprises below the surface. The United States, the world's #1 military superpower. With an enormous defense budget of over $700 billion USD annually, the United States tops the list of the world's strongest military powers. This immense amount of money is not only used to maintain a formidable armed force, but also to invest in the most advanced military technologies, making the US a power that few nations can rival. One of the symbols of US military strength is its fleet of aircraft carriers, strategic weapons that allow the US to project military power anywhere in the world. With more than 11 aircraft carriers, each capable of carrying hundreds of modern fighter jets such as the F-35 Lightning II and F/A-18 Hornet, the US can maintain a global military presence, control the seas, and carry out airstrikes at any time. Additionally, the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) missile defense system is one of the most advanced technologies that helps the US protect its airspace against ballistic missile threats. This system is not only deployed in the US, but also in South Korea and several allied countries, creating a vast defensive shield. What makes the strength of the US military even more formidable is its pioneering use of artificial intelligence, AI, and drones in military operations. The US possesses drone forces such as the MQ-9 Reaper, capable of conducting reconnaissance and remote attacks without the need for human presence. Integrating AI into command and control systems enables the US military to make rapid and precise decisions, enhancing combat effectiveness on all fronts. Moreover, US strength lies not only in the quantity and quality of its weaponry, but also in its extensive network of military bases worldwide. With over 800 bases in 70 countries, spanning from Europe, Asia, to the Middle East, the US can quickly deploy forces to any hotspot, safeguarding national and allied interests. This provides the US with a superior strategic advantage unmatched by any other nation. All these factors make the US truly an unrivaled military superpower, not only maintaining global order, but also shaping the future of international relations. Although other powers like Russia and China are striving to close the gap, the distance between the US and the rest of the world remains significant, at least for the foreseeable future. Russia, the heir to the Soviet Union's strength. Russia, with the world's largest nuclear arsenal, has always been one of the most formidable military powers. Since the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Russia has focused on maintaining and upgrading its military capabilities not only to protect national interests, but also to assert its position on the international stage. One of the key factors contributing to Russia's strength is its massive nuclear arsenal, accounting for about 50% of the world's total nuclear warheads. This strategic weapon serves as a powerful deterrent that any nation must consider when confronting Russia. The ability to launch nuclear missiles from all three platforms, land, submarines, and strategic bombers, makes Russia one of the few countries capable of executing a devastating counterstrike, even if attacked first. In terms of defense technology, Russia possesses the S-400 and S-500 air defense systems, considered among the most advanced in the world. The S-400 can track and destroy targets ranging from aircraft and cruise missiles to ballistic missiles at distances of up to 400 kilometers. The S-500 is even more advanced, capable of targeting objects at altitudes up to 600 kilometers and even shooting down satellites in low Earth orbit. This system is designed to counter modern threats, including hypersonic missiles and stealth aircraft, causing concern not only for the US, but also for NATO. Another strength of Russia is its rapid military deployment capability. Russia's presence in conflict zones such as Ukraine and Syria has demonstrated its ability to act swiftly and effectively. In a short period, Russia can deploy large forces, tanks, and heavy weaponry to strategic areas, putting significant pressure on adversarial countries and forces. In the Ukraine conflict, Russia has shown that it can quickly mobilize hundreds of thousands of troops, tanks, and combat vehicles along the border, posing a severe military threat to the Eastern European region. Additionally, Russia has a formidable tank and artillery force, with advanced tanks like the T-14 Armata, equipped with modern technology and capable of operating in various conditions. Russia's rocket artillery and ground-to-ground missile systems, such as the Iskander-M, also demonstrate precise and powerful strike capabilities at long ranges. Russia is not only focused on modernizing its military, but also heavily investing in the development of new weapons such as the hypersonic missiles Avangard and Kinzhal, which can travel at speeds up to 20 times the speed of sound, making interception nearly impossible. These are significant advances in the ongoing arms race that Russia is actively participating in. Russia's military strength lies not only in its offensive and defensive capabilities, but also in its strategy of using military power to protect and expand influence in strategic regions. Russia knows how to leverage its military to shape international relations, increase pressure, and achieve geopolitical goals. This is why Russia is a formidable contender in the global military race, despite facing numerous economic and political challenges. China, the rising giant. China, with its ambition to become a global military power, is gradually asserting its position in the field of defense. With the second largest defense budget in the world, only behind the United States, China is heavily investing in modernizing and expanding its military forces. This is not just about protecting national security, but also about pursuing greater strategic and political ambitions. One of China's most significant advancements is the rapid development of its naval forces. Currently, the Chinese Navy has become the largest in the world in terms of the number of warships, with hundreds of modern destroyers, frigates, and submarines. Notably, China has been deploying new aircraft carriers such as the Liaoning and Shandong, and is building a third carrier, Type 003, which will feature an electromagnetic catapult launch system, EMALS, similar to modern US carriers. This indicates that China is striving to build a carrier fleet capable of directly competing with the US on the high seas. Beyond that, China has also developed advanced weaponry, such as the DF-21D anti-ship ballistic missile, dubbed the Carrier Killer. This missile is capable of destroying aircraft carriers and large warships at a range of up to 1,500 kilometers, posing a significant threat to opposing naval forces. Additionally, China is developing hypersonic missiles like the DF-17, which can strike targets with high speed and accuracy, making them difficult to intercept. China has also increased its military presence in the South China Sea, one of the world's most contentious hotspots. It has built and militarized numerous artificial islands, transforming small reefs into military bases with runways, ports, and modern air defense systems. This not only reinforces China's territorial claims in the region, but also creates a strategic defensive network capable of controlling vital shipping lanes and exerting pressure on neighboring countries such as Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia. In addition, China continues to invest in modern military technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, electronics, and space warfare systems. The development of military satellites, anti-satellite missiles, ASAT, and electronic warfare systems shows that China is preparing for modern warfare scenarios where space and cyberspace will become new battlegrounds. These moves are not only aimed at enhancing defense capabilities, but also pose a significant challenge to other nations, particularly the US, in maintaining their technological military superiority. With these rapid and powerful advancements, China is gradually becoming a true military power, capable of not only protecting its national interests, but also ready to confront the US and its allies in the Asia-Pacific region. China's rise is shifting the regional power balance and presenting major challenges to other global powers, while also creating new tensions in international relations. The future of this military race remains uncertain, and we will have to wait and see if China can sustain its momentum and truly become a peer competitor to the United States. Each country has its own tricks to assert its position on the global military stage. The US is like a wealthy tycoon, splurging on defense spending as if it were shopping in a giant weapons supermarket, making itself a formidable big boss that everyone has to reckon with. Meanwhile, Russia, like a burly guy, relies on its nuclear power and advanced defense systems, wielding a massive brick, always on the lookout for threats. And then there's China, the rising giant sprinting to change the regional game, like a marathon runner determined to snag the gold medal after years of being an underdog. This competition between the three giants is like an international chess match, where every move could change the game. Each country is calculating its every step, but no one really knows who will win in the end. One thing's for sure. This race not only heats up the political atmosphere, but also gives international observers a major headache because every press briefing feels like predicting the next blockbuster twist. Who says power struggles aren't dramatic? This scenario is more gripping than any Hollywood action movie. Clearly, the military race between the US, Russia, and China not only defines the global power landscape, but also directly influences international peace and stability. Each nation has its own advantages and strategies, but who truly holds the ultimate power? Who do you think will take the lead in this race? And are we moving closer to a peaceful world or an uncertain future? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to explore more exciting topics together. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.